you could be getting thousands of eyeballs on your content and your profile and still walking away with no followers and no new clients. That sounds like you don't have a content problem. You have a leak somewhere in your profile funnel. And today we're going to show you how to spot it and then fix it. Most videographers treat their content like one big machine. If something doesn't work, they try and post more, try a new hook, and try and find something that's going to stick. But your content isn't one big machine. It's 4 simple doors your prospect has to walk through in order to take them from a viewer to a follower and eventually a paying client. Just guessing what door is broken is a waste of time. So that's what I'm going to show you today, is how to analyze and diagnose where that problem is and then how to fix it. Knowing what lever to pull and a small change we can make can affect that whole pipeline. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dan. I run a videography coaching business called ProfitX, where I help you as a videographer hit your first or next 20K a month milestone. I've been running and still run my own agency, Social Lab, here on the Gold Coast, currently sitting in our podcast studio. Been doing that for 9 to 10 years now. A big part of our business is retainer based. So that's what I teach in ProfitX, is a structured retainer system to help you hit or add 20K per month to your video business. If that sounds like something you could be interested in, give me a follow on Instagram, Dan_Wilmot. I post a ton of content there, free resources. Once a month, I open up spots to join. So if you're keen, head to Instagram. You can DM me the secret code word, Doritos, and I'll send you all the info about the coaching. But let's rip into this video. I've got the iPad. Let's do it. All right, we've got our 4 main doors. We have our content, we have impressions, we have profile visits, and we have followers. I want you to think of this as someone walking past a shop front. Our first door and our first piece here, content, think of this as your shop front on display for everyone to see. Our next column, impressions, this can be someone walking past that just turns their head and glances to see a bit more, whether they consciously recognize that or not. Our third column here, profile visit, this is someone stepping up to the window, having a little peek inside and seeing what's on offer. And our last column is follow. This is someone who opts to come inside, have a look around and stay. Now, the idea here is we take someone from a content, a viewer. So the idea here is we put out content that is attractive and entertaining that people want to stop and watch so we can gain that impression. The next thing we need to do is make sure that content grabs them enough in order and entices them enough in order to come to our profile to check out a little bit more. And then from that, we need things on our profile that gives the people coming the confidence that they're in the right spot and they can learn something or enjoy something if they stick around and follow. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to work through the content, impressions, profile visits, and followers, and how we can optimize each part and improve these little drop-off rates in between each one. All right, starting off in our content part, we need to make sure we're putting out entertaining content. I know a lot of people say put out add value content, put out teaching content, but if we're doing a profile funnel, we need to put out content that's entertaining, that people want to watch. They're coming to Instagram, usually not to learn things. I guess myself, sometimes I'm looking to learn things, but majority of the time I'm going to Instagram because I want to be entertained. I want to watch reels. I just want to scroll. So we need to make content for people that's entertaining. This means vlogs, documenting, think of things like that. It's same as that shop front analogy. We need our shop front to look inviting, look cool, look something that people want to stop and watch. And then once we can get them to watch it, that's when we can gain their impression. But it's going to come back to the strategy in your content, and it all hovers around this entertaining piece here. We need our content that we're putting out, especially when we're trying to run this whole profile funnel, to be entertaining. We need people to stop and want to watch our content. And face-to-camera reels usually aren't the type of content that people are going to stop in their feed and look at your profile more. So that's the first step, our content strategy that's going to actually gain us this impression here. There's a few things that go into this impression piece that's going to actually get people to look into your shop window or have a look at your profile. And a lot of it has to do with personality. People connect with people. So especially in this entertaining content that we're putting out, we want to show our personality as much as possible, because when people are watching these entertaining videos or these vlogs or these documenting reels or hype reels, whatever it is, they're looking for personality and they're looking for connection. They want to connect with people in the video and then go, oh, this person's someone that I just want to have a little bit more of a look at, and that's when they'll look through your window or go to your profile. It's also going to come down to things like your market and message. Make sure we're talking about our ideal followers or ideal people that we want to come to our profile, as well as the quality of the video. This is the first impression we're making on a potential follower, potential prospect. So the quality of the video, whether that be the actual camera quality or what you're talking about, just quality in general. We need to make sure that if a potential client is watching this video, it gives off the right message, both what you're doing in the video and through the quality. But the biggest thing here, and I want to stress, is the personality. You want these entertaining pieces in the content to give off your personality. So people that are similar to you or like your personality are going to come up to that shop front and look through the window. If you have a drop off in this section, so you're posting a lot of content, it's not getting a lot of impressions or a lot of profile visits or a lot of followers, chances are it's just not connecting with the audience enough. Your market and your message might be off. It might not be as entertaining. It might be very dry, or you're trying to just teach people in your content. And that is not what's going to get a profile visit or a follower. So if you're posting a lot of content, but you're really not getting profile visits or followers, you might get some impressions, but if you have a drop off here, try posting more entertaining content, which could be things like vlogs, day in the life, or you could do like a documenting what's going on in your life, what are you working on, what's the strategy, what things are you doing. The next step is the profile visit. If someone actually engages with your personality, engages with your entertaining type content, they might want to go and have a look inside your shop window. They come to your profile to view what else is going on. And that's when we need our profile to be optimized. We need our bio optimized. We need pin posts optimized. And we need more entertaining or actual quality content on our page. If someone walks up to look into our shop front, they need to be able to look inside and know that they're in the right spot and it's something that they want or could potentially be interested in. For some crazy reason, if we can get an ideal prospect to come down and actually look at our profile, we need to have our bio optimized enough so they know that they're in the right spot, or give them confidence that they're in the right spot. So say for us, we want real estate agents to come to our profile. So in our bio, we help agents dominate their core area and sell more property. It could be we help tradies in Brisbane do XYZ, dominate their core market, build more houses, quote more jobs, sell more homes, whatever it is. It could be we help pool builders in Newcastle build more pools or dominate their market and get more quotes. You need that line in your bio, so if for God-forsaken reason our profile funnel starts to work and we start getting ideal prospects coming to our profile, they get the confidence that they're in the right spot. Another thing that I like in the bio is putting your system name in. So our program, our retainer system is called the ecosystem. So our whole bio is we help agents dominate their core market and sell more property with the ecosystem or with content, socials, paid ads. So they come to your profile, they know they're in the right spot, and they know that you have a system that can help them. The last line I'll always do is a call to action. We want to remove the cognitive load that someone has to get started. So if our pin posts are sweet, our content sweet, our bio sweet, and someone wants to get started, we don't want them having to think about what to do next. We just want them to read DM me go to start, or DM me go for more information. And that removes them having to think about it. They can just read it and go, okay, I'll just message this guy go, and I'm guessing it'll take care of itself. If you don't have a call to action, you run the risk of someone being like, oh, like a bit nervous, I don't really know what to message them. What do I mention this system that they're talking about, or what do I do? And then they bounce. The next one is your pin post. I always like having an about you post. So have something about you so you can see behind the brand. They've come from the entertaining content. Let's give them something about you. The next one I always recommend is something about your system or what you're trying to sell. Basically an explainer post. And the last one is a results post. We want to say, hey, we help agents dominate their core market, sell more property with content, socials, and paid ads. And here is an agent that we've worked with in the past and we've got results for them that look like X, Y, and Z. If you can just do those two things, have your bio optimized and pin post, deal prospect, enough confidence that they're in the right spot and that you can help them. I guess a bonus piece is having good content. If they do go for a scroll, this is where you want your education, your how-tos, your tips that show your expertise and show you your authority in the market that we're working in. If you have a drop off in this area, so you're getting lots of impressions, not a lot of profile visits, chances are they're probably not connecting with you as a person or your market. If you have a drop off in this area here, chances are it's just not appealing enough. So you might not have a strong call to action. Your quality might be a bit off and they're kind of just scrolling past. Both of these are quite similar. So If you're getting low profile visits, chances are your content's not that entertaining and maybe your messaging's off and the quality's not that great. If you can make entertaining content, have your messaging and your personality screaming in this content here, chances are you're going to get some profile visits. This next one, the follow, which is from a profile visit, from looking inside that window, saying like, oh, I think I like what I'm looking at here, and then going inside, it also has much to do with this stuff here. So if they land on your profile and they can feel that you can help them, your bio, your profile, your content is all speaking to them, your market and your message is bang on, and they can also feel your personality through your bio, your pin posts, they're going to stick around. A big one for getting people from a profile visit to a follower is all about confidence. We need to give a potential prospect confidence that they're in the right spot and we can help them. And we've done it for other people in the past that are just like them. If we can do those three things, they will follow you. The next biggest one I've wrote here is someone to trust. We need to make sure, like I just said, that when they're landing on our profile, they can trust us. We have results. We have about us. They can see what we look like. We can see other people that we work with. We've got a lot of content on our page that they can watch or scroll through and binge watch. If you have a drop off in profile visits, so we're making good content, they're coming through, they're watching the content, they're walking past, the shop fronts caught their eye. They're like, fuck it, I'm going to walk up to the window and have a look at the profile, and then they don't follow you. They're not confident that they're in the right spot. You probably don't have good pin posts that instill that confidence and content on your page that probably doesn't give off that they can trust you. Maybe it's just shitty iPhone reels or you're kind of half-assing your content. It's not giving them confidence that if they hang around or if they want to message you, that they're going to be able to get help. So I guess on the flip side, all these things down the bottom is what's going to improve these top sections. So for your content to impressions, just make sure it's entertaining. If you can put out entertaining content, you're going to get impressions. To get people to come to your profile, put in more call to actions. Follow me if you are insert target market. Put some of them into your entertaining content. That will help push people through to profile visits. To get people from profile visits to follow, work on your bio, work on your pin posts, work on your content, give them confidence and show them that you're someone that they can trust. Remember the shop front analogy. Your content is just that shiny shop front that's going to catch their eye. When they turn and look, that's the impression. We need our content to show our personality so they're actually interested in watching more. That profile visit is them walking up to the shop front, looking in the window, having a look around. Do I trust the shop? Is it something that I'm going to like? And that follow is them being like, okay, cool. I like this shop. I'm going to step inside and have a look around. That's pretty much how to break down your profile funnel. Again, this could be organic. It could be through running awareness or a brand campaign to get people to watch your content. It could be just Instagram boosting. Whatever it is, the funnel from content, impressions, profile visit, and followers, whatever method you're using to get people to end up on your profile, this will take you from treating your content like one big machine, you're just kind of throwing shit at a wall and seeing if it sticks, into a system that we can look at each little segment and optimize along the way so we get that clear pipe. If we can identify where those drop-offs are, we know what lever to pull to fix it. If you want to check out my profile and how that is optimized, head there, Dan_Wilmot. Again, send me the secret code word Doritos, and I'll send you all the info on my videography coaching program to help you hit your first or next 20K a month milestones. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube's going to recommend you watch this video next. So check that out and let me know what you think.